Hey everyone! I know what you're thinking. We're back. It's true. I started this series, I think it was about 8 months ago, and I really don't know why I stopped. I think I just was getting a little burnt out on Planet Zoo, but we're back, so I'm really excited to announce that I'm going to be continuing the same zoo that we left off on. I did have a video recorded where I worked on the habitat that you see right now with the river and everything, but I think I'm just going to not upload that because it was just a lot of terraforming and stuff like that, and it's been so long since I recorded it that I don't really remember what happened in it. So we're just going to pick up here, and I think that's okay because I haven't even decorated the habitat yet. It was more just like the landscaping and like shaping of the habitat. And if you guys are like, oh no, I missed out on that, don't worry, we're going to be doing a lot more of that when we make future habitats, so it'll be totally okay. But you might notice I have like an entirely new setup, and I probably will be using webcam in future episodes. Right now, I'm just not feeling the best, so I am not going to put my webcam on, but I'm feeling very inspired to play Planet Zoo right now, so I'm not going to let that stop me. So expect webcam in the future. And I kind of rebranded the series a little bit. I changed thumbnails. I've been learning, I've been growing. So I'm really excited to bring this series back, even though it's been such a long time, and I'm hoping that it does so well. If you're a new viewer, you probably won't even know that there was that long of a gap between this, but yeah, it's been about 8 months. So really quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and show everybody what we have so that we can do a quick little recap. So again, I'm going for a very like canyon type feel to the zoo. This is a very rough terraforming, and over here we have our sable antelope, and I think I actually moved all of the African buffalo. At least most of them I think are on their way. We need to continue moving them over there. I'm not really sure, like literally I don't remember where I left off, but we're putting the African buffalo down here in this habitat, and I think I actually have one down here to test it to make sure that it's like up to their liking. So we have one here, and then I have my classic staff area. Hold on, let me turn my flashlight on for you guys. So I like to put my staff areas like deep underground so that they're out of the way. That's just how I do it. I don't really like building. I know that it's not realistic, but I really like my zoos to look very natural and not have a lot going on in them. So I just put them underground, and today I guess we're going to be spending a lot of time making this habitat look better. So let's go ahead and begin doing that. I think we'll start by checking the terrain, and it looks like they're not very happy with the terrain. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. I'll probably maybe speed this up, so I'm not going to talk during this at all, just so that you guys can see the whole process. Alright, and while they look like they're happy with the terrain here, I'm just going to add sand kind of in these little divots here. I'll go through and blend it out a little bit more. But yeah, I will say I have been playing a lot of The Sims recently, so sometimes going back and forth from Sims controls to Planet Zoo controls takes me a little bit of time because they're very, very opposite. So I apologize if things look a little bit choppy here and there. But I think we're good with the terrain. I tried to keep it natural looking, and I think we did a good job of that. So next we're going to go to the environment, and it looks like they need tropical grassland Africa. So let's go ahead and do that for them. I always filter this way because it makes it easier to find things, and it ensures that you, no matter what, get the right plants. So if you're new to the game and you didn't know you could do this, you're welcome. It's very helpful. I do have this shelter that I have, so I might just put this in here. Do they need hard shelter? Not really. I think maybe in that case I won't add this in. I can't remember if I was planning on putting the sable antelope in here as well, but I think I will, just because it's such a large habitat. And I also noticed when I was looking back over my African buffalo that a lot of them are really old, so we kind of need to buy some new ones, because I don't know, I've always had problems with like breeding African buffalo and having enough to like sustain. It feels like it always feels like they just die really quickly and they don't really reproduce a lot. So I'm gonna have to buy some new ones, otherwise we're gonna run out pretty quickly. let's keep doing the plants. I don't want to add too many, and I think I would rather save a lot of the coverage for smaller plants as well, so I'm not going to have a lot of big trees in here. I think mainly what I'll be doing is probably putting some of these smaller trees and sinking them into the ground. In particular, where are they? I really like using these ones, the marula trees, for bushes, because I just think that they look really nice. So I'm gonna just go ahead and sprinkle a few of those here and there. Not too many though, because I feel like I might do a speed build kind of decorating session where I just speed through it so that you guys don't have to sit here in real time and watch me like hand place all these bushes and plants like that, because I tend to take a long time. But I could also do a voice over it because I know how to do that now. I'm learning. So I'll probably just fast forward it. But I'm just going to create a few focal points here with my foliage where I want to like have maybe like a rock or something. So we're just adding some bushes here and there. And then another thing that I like to do is having these trees being sunk into the ground as well, because I think they just look like nice, coarse, rough, weird looking bushes. So I'm gonna add a few of these around as well. And I will say that the lighting is pretty bad right now, so I think I might also, once we finish doing a little bit of the rough terrain and decorating, I might let the time play out just a little bit so that way we get slightly better lighting, because it's kind of hard to gauge if I like this or not when I can hardly see what's going on just because the sun isn't up all the way. So I guess that's my fault though. I'm the one who decided to build into a canyon, so you know, there's that. I can't really blame anyone but myself. So I think that's okay for now. And what I'm gonna do is go to habitat and go ahead and get our species out here. Let's do African buffalo and sable antelope. So that way we can just hit two birds with one stone here. I'm gonna do some large food troughs. We'll do one right here. And maybe do one over, maybe one over here as well. I just want to make sure that the guests will be able to see them. We'll put some enrichment items out on these little like peninsula areas, I think. And as for bedding, they don't really need bedding because they kind of don't need hard shelter, but I'm gonna put some of these leaves under the trees anyways, so that way if they want to sleep, perhaps they will choose to sleep in the shade rather than just in random locations. And what I like to do with the bedding is actually do the leaves and a combination of the hay, so I'll show you guys what I mean in a second here. We're just gonna keep placing these around, and then you go back in with the hay and kind of sink it down a little bit further, and it kind of looks like a really cool mixture, like the leaves are on top of the hay, and I don't know, I really like that. It's just a nice little detail that I particularly enjoy. Sink that down a little bit as well, just a little bit of fun there. Just looks nice. I like mixing and matching and blending things. But yeah, this feels so good to be back and playing Planet Zoo. I sincerely am a huge fan of Planet Zoo as a game. I just had to step away from it for a little bit because I did kind of go crazy when it first came out. I played non-stop, so it was really, really burning me out, and I was like, wow, I love this game, but at the same time, it was still super new, so it was really buggy, and it's like I knew what the game was capable of, but at the same time, because it was so buggy, it was really frustrating, so I had to just be like, I need to stop for a little bit, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and color this to make it a more natural color. Something I like doing. It's not necessary, but I don't really like how, I don't know, standing out they are, so I think instead I'm just going to duplicate this one. Because again, I tend to build my zoos in a more natural style. I know that there are a lot of YouTubers out there who have these like super hyper realistic zoos where they have like the staff center and they have like places to feed the animals and like holding pens and stuff like that, and I'm over here like, hi, I just make a forest, the end. So I wouldn't really call my zoos anything special, but I hope a few of you enjoy them. I don't know what it is about the naturalist approach that I like so much. I think it would be kind of cool to put the mud out here though, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I will probably end up putting some things around there to try to make it look a little bit more blended in as well. So let's put the mud baths there. And then we probably should have some enrichment feeders as well for these guys. So let's go ahead and we'll do the grazing feeder ball for one of them. I think we'll put that a little bit over here. I have to be careful not to put it on the slope though, because otherwise it will just roll down into the abyss and that would not be fun. And then I think we'll also do the barrel feeder as well. I think that's a good idea. So let's put one of those right over here, and then maybe one over here as well. Okay. That's looking pretty good. And then I don't have to add water in because we do have water here, and I will show you really quickly. One way that I make sure my habitats are secure is by putting an animal in here, and then you can go to this filter here called heat maps and go to habitat, and it will show you where they can walk. So I do know that this animal does have access to the water, but because the water level's low, he won't be able to get across the gap here. And the only place he can escape is obviously right here right now because I haven't, secured that. So that's all I have to worry about. I want him to be able to access this water because they are water buffalo. I want him to come in here and swim. I think that'd be really cool. And I don't think the sable antelopes swim as much, so we don't really have to worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and move all of the animals in here really quickly, and I will get back to you guys in a second. Okay, so the animals should be moving in here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and put up some donation boxes over here because I know people are going to start coming over and we need to capitalize on everything we can. So I'm just going to put some rough donation boxes here. I'll probably end up moving them. We don't know. And then I feel like I need to buy some more African buffalo only because they're like, 2 of them are about to die. And I don't think that their species is going to be able to carry on. So let's see if we can not find a few more that we might be able to add. I might just add like literally any of them. Oh boy, are we only able to get females though? That is not good. Oh dear. We're gonna have to check back here for some males. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. She's got decent genetics other than the immunity gene, which is fine. I don't know though, because we do have 2 baby males, so maybe it will be okay. I'm hoping it will be okay, because they'll grow up and they should be able to mate with these females. But at the same time, I don't know if they'll grow up fast enough, because these ones are kind of old too. Let me just put in 2 more. It'll be fine. The more the better. The more, the more hope for breeding, hopefully. Did I get one? I can't actually tell if I was able to buy her or not. Oh dear, we seem to be having some issues. I think this is the one that I just bought, so let me go ahead and move her in here. Okay, it must have just lagged a little bit. That's alright. Yeah, and I think all 3 of these ones are on the way. So I already have my staff down here, and I cannot remember if I made a work zone, so let me check on that quickly as well. Work zones are very, very important to have in this game. Oh, I did. Look at me go. I'm pretty good at this. I literally can't remember. I haven't played it in like 8 months, so you never know. Let me have a zookeeper come here as well. I'll call the keeper to the habitat. And yeah, I think what my plan was to put the buffalo down here and to keep the antelope up here for now. And I think we'll keep the antelope up here until we have another habitat down here, just to make sure that we don't throw away all the money we've been earning, because this is a pretty big project to expect the people to come all the way down here to see animals right away. So we might need to add in another exhibit before we add both animals to this one, if that makes sense, because I feel like it's quite a long walk for them to come all the way down here if there's nothing at the front of the zoo. So we might be looking into adding an installment here or potentially over here. We'll have to see. And I'm not sure exactly what animal we should add next, so if you want to leave a comment down below suggesting an animal that kind of goes with this theme that we have going on right now. I'm feeling something maybe like either in an African landscape or perhaps a desert maybe would work good here. That would be really cool. Let me know. It can be any size, maybe preferably smaller though, so we could fit them up here on this ledge. But let's go ahead. Oh, you know what else I should do? I should make sure my zoo doesn't stay open all night because it's not fun to play at nighttime because I can't see anything. So let's go ahead and fix that quickly. And I wonder if I can adjust my zoo prices at all so we can earn a little bit more money. Let's see. Oh boy, I just phased into the ground. Let's see what they think. They think the ticket price is great. That's not good. We're gonna raise the price so that they think it's just fine. We don't care if you like our ticket price. We just want to make money. Let's be honest. So let's see what they think. Okay, they think the ticket price is good still. Okay. Well, let's raise it up to $10 and see what they think about that. I'm gonna be surprised if they're okay with this because that's actually quite high to only come and see 2 animals. So, let's see what these people think. Okay, no, too expensive. That's what I was, I was kind of thinking you'd say that. Let's lower that down to 6 and 8 maybe. All right, let's see. Oh, they think the ticket price is good. What? I'm confused. Okay, maybe 9 and 7? I'm like raising it up by $1. Look, it adds up, okay? Don't judge me. They still think it's good. Well, if I raise it up at all anymore, they're gonna think it's not good. So I'll just leave it there for now, I guess. I'm very confused on what these people want. Miss Snow White's in my zoo. Hey. And my flashlight's still on. Let me, what time is it right now? I feel like I don't want it to be nighttime at my zoo at all, so let me just do that. We'll have it open at 8 a.m. instead of like 6 a.m. so that the sun is always up. I might have my zoo open earlier or later, like after I get some lights down, but we don't have any lights at my zoo, so I don't think that's a good idea. Also, I low-key thought this guy was dead, I'm not gonna lie. He's just like laying here. I feel like if a vulture saw this guy, he'd be like, yummy, yummy, time for dinner. I don't know, maybe that's weird. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and should I do a little bit of speed decorating on the end? I think I should. Let's try to do some speed decorating in this habitat here. I'll go ahead and really quickly get the sun to be like directly overhead so I have better lighting, and then I will come back and start some speed decorating. All right, I'll see you guys here in a few minutes. Alright, the sun is directly overhead, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up and fast forward here as we finish doing the landscaping of this habitat, just so that you guys can see it. I would hate to do it like off screen and have you guys be like, oh my god, that's the best part. So here we go. I figured we could take this time to catch up because a lot has happened since I made my last Planned Zoo video. I am primarily a Twitch streamer, so I've been working really hard on the content over there, and I took a long break from YouTube as well. I don't know how many of you were here back in the old days, quote unquote, when I first started my channel, but I know that my audience is way larger on Twitch anyways. I really like the idea of expanding onto YouTube though. I've been making a lot of Sims speed builds recently, and also just gameplay challenges. No, not gameplay challenges, sorry, build challenges. So what that means is like I can only use like one color or a certain pack or something like that. So I have some of that content on here as well. And I gotta say, I've been having a lot of fun doing it. I guess I'm just really excited to be back. I don't know, I really missed Planet Zoo. But whenever I was trying to push for a partner on Twitch, I noticed that the audience was a lot bigger in different categories, so I wasn't able to play it as much. And I know to some that might sound dumb, like, oh, you should just play what you want to play. Well, it's not that I necessarily didn't want to play The Sims or didn't want to play the games that were getting me more viewers. It was more of like, I just wanted to get partnership out of the way so that I would never again have to worry about maintaining certain statistics, because I literally hate having to think about numbers and hate the constant pressure. I have so much anxiety about that kind of stuff, so I got it out of the way. We were partnered on Twitch, and now I can finally focus on improving my content and creating things that I truly do enjoy. And I'm so excited to bring that back because Planet Zoo is a game that is very near and dear to my heart. I would say, like, this may sound weird and I don't want it to come across weird, so please don't take offense to this. I think that some of my most, like, close and valued friends and community members did come from when I started playing Planet Zoo. That was kind of what propelled me forward into where I am today, was Planet Zoo. When it came out, I was there, and I have so many friends from there that I truly do love and enjoy, and you guys know who you are. I'm sure you do. You're probably smiling to yourselves right now because I'm talking about you. I don't know. I really owe it to those people. They've been here. They've seen all of the ups and downs, and I don't know. I feel like I'm just getting all gushy in this speed build now. I'm so sorry. I love them so much, and I know that this is something that they've been wanting. They've been asking me, Shella, when are you gonna do Planet Zoo again? Shella, when are you gonna do Planet Zoo again? Okay, I heard you. Listen, maybe I was just a little bit scared to go back to it because you guys had such high expectations for me, and I don't want to let you down. I want to just keep creating content that you guys enjoy, and I would say that the majority of my platform is here for The Sims, but those of you that are here for me and my content, I hope that you do enjoy the Planet Zoo series as well. And I think it's important to cater to your community rather than the potential of bringing in new people sometimes, because I don't know, I guess it depends on what you value. And as a content creator, I started creating content because I wanted to make friends and meet people who liked the games that I liked, because I've never had friends that enjoyed games like I did. All of the people that I know in real life are like into other things. I've never had a friend in real life that's like, yeah, let's go game together. So I don't know. I kind of wanted to just share my joy of games with people, and I think it's important to create content and stick to the reason why you started in the first place. And it's okay to like evolve and change as time goes on. Like, of course, I'm hoping that more people will join us along the way. But I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I feel like I'm just rambling on as I'm placing rocks here, but it just, you guys know me as the rock queen, and it feels good to be back. And I will say, going back to like what's happening in the speed build right now, I'm not entirely happy with the habitat, and you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, it looks amazing though, why aren't you happy with it? Okay, listen, I want to go back and do more, but also I was like, wow, I've literally been building for 30 minutes. I don't know how long this is going to be in the edit, so I will have to cut it down, and I started panicking. So I might go do some off-camera stuff. If you guys really don't want me to do it off-camera, please yell at me in the comments, and I won't. But we're coming to the end, so I'm going to stop talking now. Thanks, guys, for listening. All right, and I think that's going to be enough for now. We might come back and add a little bit more here and there, but I really do like the rocks that we placed. I think that rocks add a lot to exhibits and not enough people use them enough. So if you guys are wondering what you can do to help make your exhibits look a little bit better, try play around with some rocks, because honestly, I think that it adds a lot. I'll probably go in and add like a few plants here and there just to make sure things look good. Let me just make sure that we can still reach everything in here. It looks like things should be fine. They can still reach their mud pits. Wow, imagine just a pole of mud. And looks like they can still reach their scratching posts, all of their food areas, and I just think it's cool to kind of like watch them get up on the rocks here and there. They could get up on this if they wanted to. So yeah, I think that we are gonna go ahead and call this habitat done for now. We'll probably spend a little bit of time in the next episode making more guest areas. So by that I mean I kind of want to have like a raised platform maybe that goes out above the water over here, and then we can also work on the guest facilities up here, because I think I remember when I did this 8 months ago I wanted to have this be a food court, so that's why we got the tables here. So we'll work on that, and we'll work on adding some more decorations here and there. But thank you guys for tuning into this episode. I'm not sure how long it's going to be because I did add that speed build portion of it. I had a lot of fun though, and expect me to hopefully have a webcam in the next one. Again, I just wasn't feeling up to it today, so I hope you guys understand. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where this zoo goes, and I'm really happy to start making Planet Zoo videos on my YouTube channel again because I missed it. And I also sometimes play Planet Zoo live on Twitch, so if you guys would like to come and check that out, please come follow me at twitch.tv/Rochella. I mainly play The Sims, but I will always announce in my Discord as well if I'm going to be playing a different game. So if you guys would like access to the Discord server, that is also linked on my Twitch page, so please go look for it there. And if you do have any questions about how to access anything, you can always leave question in the comments, I will read through them and make sure to get back to you guys. But yeah, thank you so much. And remember, if you have a suggestion on an animal that I can add next that would kind of fit the vibes, please leave that in the comments as well. Love you guys a lot, and I can't wait to keep playing. I'm so excited to be back. Thank you guys so much. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I don't know what I'm singing. This is my outro. But thanks. See you next time. Love you. Bye.